Alright guys, welcome back to another video of Old Timers Outdoors. Today we're going to talk about optics. Brandon here, Ash is behind the camera as always, and we have Yori, who is our Akita and wants to be part of the film. She doesn't say a lot. Okay, so today we're going to talk about glassing, some optics that I use, and some techniques as well to help you guys optimize your glassing and to make the most of when you're sitting and finding the animals, picking them out. So for me, people ask, how much should I spend on optics? And the term that I've heard is as much as you can, which I believe. I think years ago, my first pair of binos that I started out with were the Nikon Monarchs, 10x42s. At the time, they were amazing. I thought, I'll never need another pair of binos ever. And then that changed. So my tried and true binos that I use, and you can see they're not new by any means. The eye cups have all been taken off, or they've come off, or I've lost them, either way. But are the Swarovski SLC 10x42s. I love them. They're rock solid. They're clear. And when it comes to quality optics, it's hard to beat a Swarovski. They're just as good as they come. So these are the older versions. I want to say these things are 15 years old, and I've sent them back to Swarovski one time. They went through them, and they're amazing glass. Great at evening and dusk, and in the mornings as well. The clarity is amazing. One of the things I'm going to show you that I like to use is I like to put them on a tripod. Okay, so first things first, we're going to talk about the tripod adapter for the bino. This is the Swarovski tripod adapter, and it's got a piece on the bottom that will allow it to connect to this Vortex tripod. So we slap that on there. Right here, there's a post that you add to your binos so that it goes on to the adapter, and then it snaps on. So that takes all the wiggle, all of the shake, everything, so you can sit and spend a lot of time, or at least the time that you need to find the animals that you're looking for, to really do a grid search while you're glassing, to just pick apart a mountainside. That sits and takes the just the shake away and the fatigue from holding your binos. Your tripod, whatever you use, as long as you can adjust it and so that it sits right in front of your eyes, and then you can pan left to right. This will pan, and then also the tilt up and down, and then it allows you to be really precise in your glassing. Okay. So the other thing I was going to show you, these are my wife's binos. You'll notice they're newer than mine, nicer. Really, all they are is they're the upgraded version of the exact same bino. They're the Swarovski SLC 10x42s. Phenomenal. They come with the eye cups, the covers, and you can spend a lot more money on binos. You can spend a lot less, but we found for us that these are excellent glasses, and they do awesome for us. For our kids, because we don't like them very much, these are the Vortex Crossfires. They're probably $150, and we have 5 boys that are not easy on things. In fact, did I buy 2 pair, or these are 3? I think, yeah, I bought 3 pair, and we have 2 that are surviving because they lost them. But these are still an excellent bino. It allows the kids to sit there and glass and be part of it, and so they're not just bored when we're out on the mountain. So now, real quick, I'm going to show you how the spotter goes on this. And it's a smaller tripod. It's a big spotter. I run the Swarovski 95. What is it? It's a 30x70, 95mm objective. And I love it. It's amazing. And I'll show you how that fits on this. All right. So now, take the spotter, the same plate that I have on the bottom of my bino adapter. We have on the spotter, and it clicks right in, and then you have the same adjustments as the binos, so you can get it in the right position. Okay, so if I was on the mountain sitting just like this is how I would have the tripod set up. I would rotate. The nice thing about the angled is you can rotate it, you know, so I can rotate this all the way here, so it lines up perfectly. I don't have to move, I don't have to hold myself any differently, and I can just sit in glass and find what I'm looking for. The binos work a lot better to kind of grid, and then once you find something and you need a closer look, that's when I'll throw the spotter on. So now I'm going to show you something that I use all the time. If you guys are familiar with the Boggs tripod for shooting, so it has a clamp on top that allows you to shoot your rifle on this. Okay. Sometimes when I don't want to carry an extra tripod, I'll just take this, and I'm going to show you something that you probably haven't seen on any other video or review on how to use this with your optics. Okay. I pulled it out and did this while I was moose hunting with a buddy, and he just died laughing. He's like, I've never seen that before. So first off, we'll take the binos. Okay. I'll open this clamp a little wider. And I can actually, see, I can clamp that right in. And glass. Now guys, I'm 6'4", this tripod's as long as it goes, okay? And I can stand here and it takes all the wiggle, all the shake out of it, and you can glass for a long time. What I really like to do is set this up on the ground when I'm sitting, and then I can set it up just perfect and sit underneath that tripod, and you can glass for a long time. So then, on that same note, take the spotter. Oftentimes they talk about your big heavy spotters with your big objectives, and you need to have a tripod that can handle the weight. Obviously, if I can shoot a high-powered rifle out of this Boggs Death Grip, you can set up in glass, and there's no wiggle, there's no movement, and it holds that really well. In the wind, I mean anything, there's very little shake to that tripod. So that is just some tricks. Everybody has their own little things that they do that's a little bit different than others. You can spend a ton of money on a tripod. I mean, I know guys that are running $1,500 tripods that they can shoot and do all their optics off of. That's a $300 carbon tripod that really can do it all. There is a video on YouTube to switch the head out to a ball head, which I will probably end up doing. And then you can have as long as you have an Arca plate on all of your optics, all of it will interchange with that really easy, and you can drop about 2 pounds. But all in all, really like this tripod. It's heavy duty, and yet it's still light enough to pack, and you can only take one. It will actually do all your optics the same way that I've set them up, and you can shoot off of it. We shot, 2 deer off of this last year, and I mean, one of them was from about 525 yards, and then the other one was much closer. It was a gal's first deer, and it just takes all the worry out when you're shooting, because you can get it set up, clamped in, it's tight, it holds it, and then when you're ready to shoot, you can squeeze off a shot and not have the shake or the buck fever that often happens when you're about to squeeze the trigger. So that's our optics. That's how we run them. I mean, obviously we're Swarovski fans, and like the big thing about optics is it's expensive, but you only buy it one time, and then you use it forever. We have used these. I bought these before my elk hunt, and we've put a lot of hours behind the glass. So if you guys like this video, if you have any questions, leave comments below, and we'll see you on the next one.